Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy, the GUIDO, and we are back with another really great video today. We're continuing to meet people inside of the Academy community. This week, we get to meet BHock. And if you don't know anything about BHock, he is inside of the game, he's a pretty notorious criminal. Outside of the game, he's one of the best people you'll ever meet. And so we get to dive into what makes that character so special. We get to find out some secrets, maybe, about the Blue Demons and really kind of get to know BHock a little bit better. I love the conversation we had. I know that you will too. Before we jump into that, if you're interested in GTA Roleplay or maybe you're looking for a new server, man, I invite you to come hang out with us at the Academy. There's a link right here, this one right here. Click that link. It'll also be in the description. Get some more information. Come and hang out with us. We have a blast. We'd love for you to join us and be a part of it. Also, if you don't mind, before you leave, will you hit the subscribe button? And there's a place for you to hit a like button for this video. So if you'll hit that thumbs up, give me a thumbs up, and put your favorite emoji or put a comment down on the video. It really helps me out if you do that. All right, guys. Hey, thank you so much for being here. Let's jump into the video. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Yo, what's up, man?
You doing good today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Awesome, man. How's life? How's everything going?
I can't complain. It's going pretty good.
Awesome, man. Hey, so we'll start here. Normally, and I talked about this, I think, a little bit last time. Normally, I send out a message. I'm like, yo, you interested in coming in and doing an interview? You were right on it. You were like, yo, I'm in, I'm down. What do you need? And then you were like, not gonna lie, a little bit nervous. How you feeling? You good? You okay?
Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, awesome, man. And I thought that it is different because obviously you're a stream and people see you all the time, but this is a little bit different. This is a little bit different kind of deal. So I get the nerves, I get all that kind of stuff, but man, we're just gonna be easy breezy. We're gonna sail through it and jump in and make it happen. So man, I appreciate you taking the time. I appreciate you coming out and showing up. Hey, let's start here. Let's start here. Where just kind of tell us about you, man. Tell us about who you are. Give us some information about BHock and yeah, whatever you want to share, man.
Not much to it. Everybody knows me as David Sanchez. I mean, in the city and stuff like that. People who follow me and stuff like that through Twitch and everything. Most people call me BHock. It's just short for my name. My actual first name is Brian, but like I said, everybody calls me BHock and stuff like that.
Okay.
Other than
Awesome.
that, I live close to Tony. I grew up with Tony.
Okay.
We went to school together, played football together, all that good stuff.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, if anybody's got any questions on anything, they could ask.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, so what kind of work do you do? Like in an IRL, what kind of work do you do?
So I just actually started a new job about a year and a half ago. I'm an arborist. I climb trees for a power company and cut
Nice.
them back from right of ways and stuff. Prior to that, for 11 and a half years, I was a coal miner.
Oh, wow. Okay. Now, now, do you have the helicopter that goes around with the blade saw and just
Yes, yes, we do.
do you fly the helicopter?
I wish.
That's man, I'm always impressed when I see that, man. Those jokers, they fly that helicopter in with those blades. It's pretty amazing.
Nah, they're really good at it, man.
Very cool. How'd you get into that? Is that just like was it just like a job and you're like, yo, I'm down for a new job, or how'd you get connected with that?
So actually, one of my cousins worked for him, and I got out of the mines because coal mining started to pretty well deteriorate and scarce for your job and stuff. So I decided to make the leap and go from coal mining being 300 foot underground to being 100 to 200 foot in a tree.
I got you. What do you prefer? Do you like being in the air or do you like
Nah,
being underground?
I ain't gonna lie, I hate heights.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, it's a job, so
I got you. I got you. Okay. So you went to school with Messer. I don't know that that's something. I don't know that that's something that Officer Messer. I didn't know that. I knew that. So y'all went to school together, graduate at the same time, just same class. How did that?
no, actually, he's a few years under me.
Okay.
But yeah, I've actually, well, I mean, I've known Tony since both of us was really young. I grew up with him and his sister all the way throughout school.
Oh, nice. Okay. Awesome. Very cool. All right. Real talk. Shoot straight with me. We got a bunch of folks in here hanging out watching. Was Officer Messer any good at football? Give it to
Yeah,
us.
no, he was good.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you can't be that tall and not be that good.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. What position did you play when you played football?
I played running back.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got some speed on you, and
Not no more. Age is catching up to me.
I got you. I feel that, man. I got you. Okay. Well, very cool. All right. So I know this interview is a little bit different because obviously you have a community that follows you, they support you, and I want to talk about that in a minute. I want to talk about the stream, the content creation, that kind of stuff in just a minute. But so normally we would come in here and be like, all right, we want to ask some questions to kind of get to know you a little bit better. But the reality is there's a lot of people that already know you. They follow you, they watch you, you guys have interactions, and so there's a lot of things that they know. And so I want to do rapid fire questions, but I want to do them a little bit different. All right. And so
All
these
right.
aren't normal questions. These are like random off the wall questions that I just kind of want to shoot your way. Don't think about them. Just give us the answer. You ready for it?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
You scared? Don't be scared. It's going to be
No,
easy. No, give it to it. Bring it on. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Like I said, these questions literally make no sense. They've got there's no purpose behind them, but we're just gonna just rapid fire. Okay, here we go. Number one, what would you do if you opened up your freezer and you found a penguin inside of it?
a penguin.
Yeah, a penguin. What would you do? How would you respond?
I'd probably start kicking or throwing fist, one of the two.
I got you. I got you. All right. So, what would you rather fight? One horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
One horse, one size duck horse.
Yeah,
Whatever.
the one big one. I got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All
the
right.
first
I got you. Why? What makes you think about that? Why do you want to fight the one duck horse?
I mean, because I'd rather fight one than multiple.
I got you. All right. All right. Here's another one. All right. If you had to come up with a way to sell hot chocolate in Florida, what would your strategy be? What would you do?
I'd probably lie and say it was something else.
I got you. Okay. All right. All right. Here we go. All right. Here's a one. Describe if you had to describe the color yellow to somebody that was blind. What would you do? How would you describe that?
Just a very bright color.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I don't know how else you would do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, these questions have no reason. BHock right now is thinking, "Yo, why did I sign up for this? This is
Nah,
literally
you're
the
good.
dumbest thing ever." All right. One more. What is the funniest thing that has happened to you recently that you just like, man, you just cracked up rolling? Anything like in your real life that happened, like a funny thing that happened?
Um, the last thing that has been funny to me to where I was in tears. It was actually in game. Um, I was with uh the weather nut, which was Tommy Tutos in the city,
Okay.
Ashley, and I was with Shay. There was a car pile up, and I put it on TikTok and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know how to describe it. It was a 7 minute car pile up. Everybody was flying. The vehicle, like somehow I went flying through the air. They got hit by my vehicle plus about 10 more.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool, man. Awesome. All right. So I won't torture anymore. I know that those were ridiculous, but I just kind of wanted us to get an idea of who's BHock. Like, obviously, you would rather fight one duck-sized horse than 100 horse-sized ducks or something. Whatever the question was.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Okay, let's talk about the Academy. That is something that that you and I have in common. It's one of the things that you and I have in common is we're both a part of this community. We've got a lot of people that are in the chat right now I would venture to say that most everybody that's in here hanging out with us is a part of this community. How did you get involved, man? How did you find your way into TARP, and what kind of drew you that direction?
So actually, I started following Tony when he was playing Call of Duty and stuff like that on Facebook. He transitioned over to Twitch, and I basically followed. I didn't know a thing about Twitch, didn't know how to subscribe, didn't know how to follow, nothing like that. So it took
Okay.
me a couple months figuring everything out and stuff like that. Once I figured it out, I started following him, started watching stuff like that. And like I said, me growing up with him and stuff like that, he's a really good guy. So I mean, anytime that I can help support him in anything that he does, I have enough respect for him that I'll go out my way to try to help him any way that I can. So I continue to watch him grow through Call of Duty at first, and then he transitioned over to GTA, and then from there, it was kind of I was trying to learn. It's been quite a while ago before I even started streaming in TARP and stuff like that. Didn't really know how to do it, didn't know anything, so I
Yeah.
kind of gave up on it for a little bit, and then ended up running into one of my buddies that he was kind of wanting to try to figure out how to play and stuff like that. So we jumped into the city and started figuring out how to play and stuff, and then I ran into Russell, which is a guy that I met through TARP,
Okay.
and he showed me the ropes. He showed me how to do stuff, how to like all the keybinds and stuff like that, and he was a huge help. And then from there, it evolved into what it is now.
I got you. Okay. I was very similar in the sense of when I came into the city, I literally knew nothing about how to run, how to walk. After I remember, I used to fly in. Used to be able to. I can't remember that name of the spot. I used to be able to fly into this location on the far left of the map, and I knew that nobody was there, and I just practiced walking and running. And actually, somebody messaged me in Discord. They're like, "Yo, I know you're new, and I see you just like walking around. I just want to make sure you're good. You got any questions?" And I was like, "No, I'm good. I'm just trying to figure it out." So, there's definitely a learning curve when you get into the city, get involved. So obviously, you've gone from just trying to figure out the game to what everyone kind of knows you for, other than being a content creator. Everybody kind of knows about the Blue Demons, and if you are a part of the TARP community, that is an organization inside of the community that people are well aware of. How did that get started? Like, how did that group develop? Where did that whole thing come from?
So the way that's a funny story also. So the way that actually come about, I was in the city one night. Like I said, I didn't really go up to people and make myself known, nothing like that. Introduce myself. I was more or less. I didn't know what I was doing, so I was a little more or less shy.
Sure.
Uh, so I kind of hung off to myself, uh, and then I was streaming one night, and I was just like, man, if anybody in here wants to play, whatever, jump in. Well, so then Jesse, the president of the Blue Demons, he was like, bet. He said, I'll jump in. We can run, stuff like that. And so he jumps in. I get up with him, and then we start going around the city for the first few. Well, actually, the first night we ended up robbing a bank with Travis
Nice.
and Dale.
Okay.
Uh, wasn't new. Well, it wasn't a bank. I take that back. It was the diamond store. I was new to it. Didn't know what I was doing. I was excited. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Heart pounding. I was like, heck yeah, we got away with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, thought I'd done something big. So after that night was said and done, so Jesse he just kept hooking up with me and hooking up with me every single day. Like we was just running stuff, and then we ended up getting a third that was running with us at the time, um, and we decided to just start our own little crew. You know what I mean? Like just run around, and then from there we ended up picking up Tutos. We ended up picking up Fire, and it just kept growing from there.
Yeah.
People saw through stream and stuff like that, and I don't think it's interesting that much, but I guess they do. So they found it interesting, and then it went from there to getting messages or them trying to figure out how to meet us in game and
Right.
just basically talk to us and stuff like that and try to figure out how to become a part of it.
Yeah. So now Jesse, had he already kind of established this group, or he was just running and he was like, "Yo, let's run together," and then that just kind of developed, or like was the Blue Demons already thing and you jumped into it?
No, the Blue Demon started off with me, Jesse, and Andre.
I got you. Okay, all right, very
and
cool.
and then from there it was just all three of us. Well, we have to have a president, we have to have a vice president, stuff like that.
Yeah, you guys
And
have a whole like org chart.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty dope, man. Because like you'll see them, and they'll talk about, yeah, I'm the, I don't. Somebody's like, I'm the treasurer, or I'm the whatever. I know y'all have got like this whole like org chart of positions inside that group. It's pretty organized. It's pretty legit.
yeah.
How do y'all keep track of that? So obviously that's in game stuff, but IRL, how are you keeping track of like who's running with y'all, who's with y'all? Is there a way to do that at all?
So through my Discord, we have a separate like page and stuff like that for the actual Blue Demons. It helps us keep track of that. But Fire being Mama Dia, like she kills it. Like she keeps the crew's money and stuff like that in line.
Okay.
She helps me out through Discord. Jesse helps me out through Discord also, and so does Tutos. Like all of them, like they play a big role in like trying to keep everything balanced and keeping roles where names are. So it makes it a lot easier.
Okay. All right. So I don't want you to uncover any secrets or anything like that. But what is the craziest thing that's happened up to this point? Like you're like, yo, I can't believe that happened, or whatever. Is there anything like that you could tell? Any kind of like crazy story that you could share that you're like? Obviously, I don't want you to uncover any of your secrets or anything like that, but like any kind of crazy thing that's like, I can't believe that happened, or whatever. Any stories like that with your group?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. There's too many. At least 2 to 3 times a week, it's just like, did that really happen? Or wow,
Yeah,
that was just so crazy. Most of the stuff that is like super crazy that we end up having like one of the biggest laughs or something like that, it comes with me not streaming. Like it's just be us being ourselves, not worried about necessarily trying to make good content and stuff like that. It's just
sure.
like being whoever everyone is and stuff like that, and just being yourself, having fun. And then that leads into just crazy stuff. Like earlier, we was running around in the city with a top down and a convertible, listening to Barbie Girl, just messing around. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like it's just stuff like off camera that like just it makes it fun.
Yeah, yeah. There are things that are done off camera and they happen and they're the dopest thing, and then you think, "Dang, I wish I had captured that, or I wish I had that." But sometimes it's those are the kind of the craziest, most memorable moments.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Where did the name David Sanchez come from? Any reference, or you just like throw it up in the air, whatever happens, happens?
Okay, so the big thing with that, okay, so my first character that I made was his name was Brian Sanchez. Sanchez, it was just something that like out of the blue, like
Okay.
out in left field.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, so the reason that I used Brian was because my first name is Brian. So I was like, well, we'll just use that, and we went with it. Well, Brian Sanchez couldn't hang. He was in debt way too far, 60 some thousand dollars.
I got you.
And then so Brian Sanchez, being David's cousin, he just I mean he caught an early flight.
I got you.
Uh, he was probably one of the worst criminals. Like he was just learning and stuff like that, and
Yeah, yeah.
so then it went from him to David Sanchez. Okay, so the name David came from that's my middle name.
Okay.
So I just went with that. I was like, well, I'll just put David out there. So then from there, uh, when it first started, Jesse was running with Brian Sanchez, and then he ended up meeting Brian's cousin David,
Okay.
and then him, David, and Andre was the ones who formed the Blue Demons.
I got you.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. And the Blue Demons are really a cool for the community as a whole. They are an intriguing organization because anytime that I'm ever in your chat or watching your stream, there's always someone that's like, "Yo, how can I be a part of the Blue Demons? How can can I join? Are you guys taking new people? You guys, I mean, you guys are that's always at least every time that I'm ever in there. uh, I would say 8 out of 10 times somebody is like, "Yo, can I be a part of the group?" How do you guys decide? Yo, we can take one, or we have to kick this one. How do you guys kind of decide who's in, who's out?
Okay, so we've had quite a few that have actually stepped away from the Blue Demons and stuff like that through either not getting in the city that much or RL stuff comes up and stuff like that, or
Sure,
they don't fit the part. You the way that you become a Blue Demon, you have to be willing to grind. You have to be willing to do your part.
sure,
You have to be willing to show that you want to be in that position. You want to be running with us. You have to come up to us and stuff like that to let us know, hey man, I really like what y'all's doing, stuff like that. I would like to be a part of this. From there, it goes through the whole entire crew. It doesn't go through me. It doesn't just go through Jesse. It goes through all of us as one. And basically, what we do is we'll have a meeting. We'll break it down and be like, well, this person's wanting to try to become a member. So we give them a 2 week period to where they prove themselves. They have to show that they want it. They have to do what we ask them to do. It's nothing like crazy out there. It's just go with us to hit a bank or go with us to hit a gas station. Show that you can use a lockpick. Show that you know how to get away. Stuff like that. Show
sure,
that you're willing to protect your other fellow members.
sure. I got you. Okay. So that I think brings up an interesting part of a different conversation that we've not had in an interview, because obviously you're a content creator, and doing what you do as far as, the criminal side of the city, those kind of things, your crew, there are challenges that come up with being a content creator and doing what you do. What is talk about that? Like what is the challenges in being this ultra visible criminal organization, and then you also being a content creator? What are the challenges there?
So well, see, that's a good one. The challenges are each time that I go live. Prior to going live, I get up with the crew. Um, it's really finding out what we're going to do that night to actually make content and stuff like that. There's only and it's nothing to do with the city or nothing like that. There's so much stuff that a criminal can do,
Sure,
uh, whether it be hit the bank every single night. After so long, that starts to get old.
sure,
And I don't want it to be like a repetitive like scene every time that someone comes into the stream to watch.
yeah,
Um, so it's just like the hardest thing is constantly trying to find stuff to do, whether it be running around the city like we have, just handcuffing cops,
yeah,
like not meaning no harm toward them or nothing like that. Just something to get a giggle, something to have fun.
sure.
We've put up money. Me and Jesse put up 15K a piece last week between three different teams. Whoever got the most cops handcuffed within 2 hours won.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, it's just it's constantly like a mouse on a wheel, just trying to get things going and trying to figure out what we could do.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's that innovation, it's the creativity, which is really what RP ultimately, is all about, because anybody could go play a game that has the script set out. But the thing that's most interesting about this is you can come in and you can drive a car, and you can go and be a mailman. You can go do all those things, and you should. In some elements you should. But it's the creativity behind RP that's where the true engagement comes in. Like what you just said, how many cops can we handcuff, or what's a different way that we can do this again? That to me is where real RP kind of comes into play.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know how many times we've hit a gas station or hit a house or something, and then it's to the point almost like we try to push boundaries. We'll sit there and wait for cops to get there. 9 times out of 10, and it's not like boasting or bragging or nothing like that. 9 times out of 10, we could get away without anybody seeing that we was even there.
I got
It's
you.
just what's the fun in that? Like you got to have some type of risk that you can get caught.
Sure, I got you. All right, so let's talk. Let's kind of stay in this idea of content creation. So that's a group that I'm a part of. That's how we're here. That's one of the reasons that we're here right now. You're a part of that as well. Kind of what, in your words, what do you see like when you go live? What is it that you are trying to accomplish as a content creator? Like, what is it that you wanna present? What do you want to portray as a content creator?
Honestly, man, like I just want to give the academy a good name.
Yeah,
I want people to like someone who's never seen it before, like just end up somehow getting on the recommended page and someone being like, "Well, they're playing GTA." Click on my name and stuff like that, and then they go through to see, "Hey, this looks pretty fun. Maybe I want to join this city." It's to me like I want to do anything that I possibly can to help the community grow in any way possible. So that's one aspect of it, and then the other one is at the end of the day, any of my streams or anything like that, I just want to, if someone's having a rough day or anything like that, I would like to make it a little bit easier for them. Maybe get them to smile or something like that, take their mind off of IRL stuff.
yeah,
Like that's my main goal.
yeah. No, I think another thing that you're really good at is you are really good at not only supporting the academy as a whole, the whole group, but you're really good at supporting the content creators as well. And I see you in multiple discords. I see you in other. I'll be in someone's chat or someone's stream that it's not your stream. A lot of times you're in there, you're talking, or you have been talking, something like that. And so you just really are, a really big support for content creators, for TARP as a whole. And so, man, from me to you, I just say I appreciate that. I appreciate the love. It doesn't matter if I'm streaming Fortnite or if I'm streaming GTA or if I'm early or I'm late. Most of the time, you at least stop in and say, "Yo, I just want to say what's up, bro. How you doing today, man? How's life?" And so I appreciate that, and I appreciate that love and support that you give out, man.
Oh yeah, 100%, man.
All right, very cool. Hey, so we've got some questions that have been coming in. You ready for some questions?
Sure, I guess.
All right, very cool. Hey, if you've got questions for BHock, put them in the chat, and our mods are going to they're copying those in. Coach Rob, Ganker, they're copying them in, putting them in here for us. So show them a little bit of love for helping us out a little bit. All right, here we go. I don't I don't know any reference to this question. It just made me laugh. Lady Assault asks, why do the Blue Demons hate Cass?
So yeah, the Blue Demons does not hate Cass. Uh, like that's just been an ongoing thing. I don't know why she thinks that. Um, I mean, she has to take that up with Jesse. She gets a little hard headed sometimes when she's around Jesse because it's constantly, well, you hate the Blue Demon or you hate me, and then it just goes back between him hating her and her hating him, and then the whole crew hating her. Like we don't dislike no one. Like we're just there to do our job and have fun.
Yeah, okay, all right. Um, Mother Fluffer asks, why can't you escape Guardian?
He's a good driver.
Yeah, yeah, he is. He
I,
does.
he's really good at it. I mean, I don't know. I think it's a toss up. I think I can get away from him some. You give us 10 times, I'll get away from him five.
I got you. Okay. Um, this isn't necessarily a question, but a statement. But Lieutenant Slivers says, "Hey David, your mom says," or it says, "Hey David, your mom also says hey." So
My mom also says, "Hey,
yeah, yeah,
well, as long as he's taken care of."
yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Give your give your thoughts on Tommy Two Toes. Weathernut wants to know about that.
Tommy Tutos, hey, he's a hard-working guy, man. He does anything that he can for the crew. He's always there. He's always grinding in the city. He's a very busy man. Him and his cousin, and well, both his cousins actually. Dude, he's a really good guy. I mean, he'd give you the shirt off of his back. I really believe that, and you know, I think of him as a brother.
Very cool. Awesome. Out of Nacho Mama's Green Gang, who is your favorite member?
Man, Nacho.
Nacho, he's the
And
one, huh?
yeah, Nacho. And Nacho's got a place in my heart, man. He does. I like Nacho a lot.
Who is there a group? Because I know at one point there were several different organizations. Everybody there was like a bunch of colors running around. The Blue Crew got specific beef with any crew right now. Like, is there anyone that you guys are like you're out on the hunt for that you can say? You may not be able to even say.
As far as a gang, no.
Okay,
And the gangs that are actually in the city, no. We got some beef with a couple. If anyone was watching the stream last night, so Guy Mancini, the Mancini bunch and stuff like that.
okay,
I mean, they like pushing buttons,
I
and
got you.
I mean, there's. I'll ride it out if they want to ride it out.
I got you. All right, that may be the answer to this next question, and this is a question that I thought of while you were talking. Is does two parts. First part is, do you have a rival like at David Sanchez? Does David Sanchez have a criminal rival that you're like that you say, man, that's just like this ongoing thing? So that's one part, and then the second part is when it comes to being chased, who are you like? Dang, I wish I wasn't getting chased by them. Is there like a cop, like a Leo character that you're just like, oh my gosh, I just keep running into this guy?
I mean, as far as driving and trying to get away, I mean, it's the thrill of it. I like trying to push boundaries, see if I can get away and stuff like that. As far as one cop that I feel like I'm always running into is Ricky.
Okay,
Yeah, like I mean, I don't know. He's sneaky, man. He sneaks through the cracks. Like I don't know. He's always there.
okay, all right. Hey, Miss,
But
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to answer the first part of the question. As far as rivals and stuff like that, and anybody, I don't really like have any issues with anyone in the city. I mean, I've had issues with a few people in the city at one point in time, but I mean, it gets squashed, and we just go about our ways.
I got you. Iron Assault says, was the gang named after the second best college basketball team ever?
Because of the hat. So no. Honestly, we took a vote between like 4 to 5 different names, and that was the name that best suited that everyone liked the most. So that's what we rode with.
Okay. Hey, Miss Muffet 06, I think this is a really great question. Who is one person in the city you have yet to meet that you would really like to? Is there anybody that you could think of that you have yet to meet that maybe you've heard about or you've seen, but you have not yet had a chance to interact with them yet?
It's a very good question. Um, Trying to think if I've met so many like everyone that I know I've met.
I got you. Okay.
As far as like newer people coming in, I'm sure that I'll meet them. It's just uh, I try to get out there. I try to meet everyone. So at this time, I think everyone that I personally know, or if I've seen on a stream or something like that, I think that I've been acquainted with them.
Okay. All right. So Weathernut asked this question, and this may be one of those. This may be one of those things that you just got to be like, "Yo, I can't answer that," but we're gonna go for it here. We're gonna ask the hard hitting questions. When is David Sanchez getting married? Rumor has it he has a sweetheart in the city.
My request or my I don't know. I don't know how to answer that.
He's speechless. He doesn't even know how to respond.
So I mean I don't know where he's coming up with that question because I, that's the first I've heard of it. I don't have no sweetheart in the city.
I got you. Okay, so you heard it here. He's completely denying a sweetheart in the city. He's shutting it down, Weathernut. I guess we're going to have some follow up questions to that, bro, to try to figure out what we're getting at here. All right, here we go. Everybody's asking, what are your thoughts on this person or this person? Let me ask this from your perspective. Do you think it's more difficult to be a Leo character and catch a criminal, or do you think it's more difficult being a criminal getting away with crime from a Leo character?
So my opinion is it's a lot harder to get away from a radio, if that makes sense.
Sure.
So as a criminal standpoint, it's 10 times harder to get away because hey, you know you're doing the crime, but you don't know when they get that alert that someone's breaking into a house. You don't get that alert that someone's robbing a gas station or a jewelry store or a bank. Secondly, you get away from cops, but they put a bolo out on you or your vehicle. So it doesn't work. I'll do a voice changer, and then still, I'll be going down the road, and they'll be chasing me, and they're like, "David, stop!" And I'm like, "How do you even know it's me?" I mean, yeah, I get it. It's my vehicle, or
Yeah.
it's a blue vehicle, but I don't know. I mean, I guess my voice box ain't working right. So.
I got you. I got you. Um, Ganker said, Ganker says that you're trying to marry Penny from the pillbox. That's a rumor that's going around. I mean,
Now, Penny's sweet on me now.
yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that Penny's sweet on a lot of folks, and me and you're gonna have
That's
to have
what
some conversation about that.
that's what I was about to say. I've heard she's been sweet on some other people too.
That's what I keep hearing. We're gonna have to get down to the bottom of that. We're gonna get out of the bottom of that for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. Let me see if I got some more questions that came in for you. Somebody said, I think, uh, I think Lady Assault said that Rita was the most difficult character, Leo character to get away from.
She might be right. If she could figure out her radio, she'd be dangerous.
I got you. All right, Officer Wiggum asked this question. He said, "Can you think of a bank robbery or something that the demands that you requested got twisted on? Is there anything like that?"
Yeah, so that's not so we was hitting a bank and I walk up to the front to do the negotiation and like the three main things that anyone asks for is free passage, no spike strips, and no guardian.
Okay.
Uh, so I walk up to him and usually they want to keep guardian in like because guardian's hard to get away from. Especially with Mother Fluffer driving the thing.
Yeah.
I'll give it to him. But so the hardest thing for that is when he hit me with, yeah, well, we'll give you no spike strips and no guardian. So we didn't have free passage. So I was stumped. I just walked to the back and I was like, Jesse, you're gonna have to deal with this. I don't know what to do. And it was hard to transition from what we're used to my demands, what I thought they was gonna be, and it was just we're gonna have a shootout to get out here.
Nice. Okay. Did you make it out?
Yeah, we ended up making it out, and then I got flipped off of a bridge, and I swam to an island.
Is that the
They,
TikTok you posted where you flipped your
yeah,
car? Yeah, that's pretty funny. That was hilarious.
yeah, but they got most of it. I kept the rest. We still got away with about a couple thousand.
I got you. All right. Out there doing some things, making things happen. All right, man. Hey, so let's kind of I like to end with this thought. I like to kind of wrap things up with this thought. So, obviously, you and I and all the people that are here, man, this is a community that we love and we are, we're passionate about it. But let's just say that somewhere down the line, someone watches this and you have the opportunity to say, yo, this is what the academy is about. This is what makes it special. This is why, I invest my time and my energy and my resources into making really good content for this community. What is it that you're saying? Like, what is it that you're sharing about the community and why it's important, why it's special, why it's a unique community to be a part of? What would you say to someone that may be interested?
I would actually tell them just try it out, man. Put in a good application, come in. Um, the biggest thing about the whole entire like server and stuff like that is, man, like regardless if you're a deputy, if you're a sergeant, whatever you are in the city, I mean, a criminal, if you're just a regular civilian doing your job, you meet all these people and you become a family, like a second family. Everyone is super generous, super nice, and stuff like that in the city. Like anybody that I talk to, uh, even if it's one of my rivals, like they'll go above and beyond to help me out if I needed it. and like that's one of the biggest things that I could like say about the community and stuff like that. And the other thing is, man, like I mean, I grew up with a lot of people in law enforcement and stuff like that. My father-in-law, he actually retired from West Virginia State Police,
Okay.
and a lot of people don't know it. I know Tony knows and stuff like that. I actually got accepted into the academy and stuff like that for this past year to go for the West Virginia State Police.
Nice.
Um, I kindly held off on it because I only have a few more years to pay off on my house, and I was going to end up getting like 95% relocated.
I got you.
So it was basically it was a talk with the wife and stuff like that, and finding out what I thought was best, what she thought was best for not just me but for her and the kids and stuff like that, and not getting really transferred far away from here. So we kind of held off on it, and I told them that I would retry, and they was perfectly fine with that. I just withdrew my application and stuff. So anytime that I want to go back, they'll gladly take me. They said that everyone that they talked to talked highly about me and stuff like that, and they'd love to
Nice.
have me. So that might be something that I'll pursue within the next year or two.
Very cool.
Just at the moment, it's just I'm content with where I'm at, and I like I said that all leads up to. I just love the message that Messer brings
Yeah.
for like trying to bridge the gap.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, brother, thank you so much for joining us, man. I appreciate you jumping in here and spilling all the Blue Demon secrets and just kind of talking about TARP a little bit. What if by chance, and I doubt that this is true, but if by chance there is somebody out there that they're not following your Twitch, they're not following your TikTok or any of your other social media stuff, where can people find you, man? Man, plug your stuff and let them know where they can catch you at.
Yeah, they could. So my Twitch is just BHock 15.
Okay.
And from there they can get my TikTok, they can get my Instagram, all that stuff, all my handles and everything. Trying to think what else. Uh, yeah, but my Twitch and whatever it is, the Twitter and stuff like that, it's just BHock 15.
Okay.
That's where they'll find me at. And then, of course, my Discord. It's got everything on it.
Awesome, awesome, man. Well, go and man, go and follow the page if you hadn't followed. Jump in the Discord if you hadn't done that. Hit him up on TikTok. He just posted several uh, really great TikToks today. So, man, go hit those. Hit the heart button. Show some love on those a little bit. Be hot. Hey, much love, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Hey, you too, man. I appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. And man, I hope you have a great one. I'll see you in the city, sir.
Hey, you too, man.
All right,
Appreciate it.
have a good one.
Hey, you too.